We're joined by University of Central Oklahoma head coach Adam Dorrell following UCO's 57-40 win over number 2 Central Missouri. Coach, what are your thoughts on your team's win today?
Well, I was very pleased with our team. I thought we played complimentary football tonight, and we had a lot of belief we were going to win. I thought we'd have to get a few more turnovers than we did, but between offense, defense, special teams, and I know we gave up some yards, but when you're playing against the defending Harlan Hill Trophy winner and the weapons they have at receiver, I thought we made plays when we needed to. Disrupt some of the timing. We had some penalties tonight, but we expected that because we were trying to be so aggressive out on the perimeter. And then offensively, I just thought we ran 102 plays, and I think we had 60 rushing yards the first half, and then finished with 3. So I thought proud of the O-line, tight end. We made some adjustments, and then just I said in the locker room, like, people ask me who's our starting running back, and I feel like we have 4 of them, and it's great to have that, and those guys complement each other really well. So just really proud of our guys, the preparation that they had this week, and not just this week, but since January, and we've had a great fall camp, and we were just excited to play. We knew tonight was going to be our first big challenge, so great feeling, just really proud of our guys.
Talk about the first couple of drives there where you hold Central Missouri and you get the turnover on downs on offense, but then you have them punt again. So
yeah.
What are you telling your guys in that moment? Like, hey, we stopped them and we can stop them again.
Yeah, and I think we built a lot of confidence. It might sound crazy, but the fact that we stopped them early in the game, because in my opinion, you watch them. We played them last year, and then after our game last year, I felt like they really took off. And man, the plan for them is be aggressive on defense, get people off the field, and they get up by 28 points, and it's just over. It's demoralizing to people, and they did it last week to Northeastern. So I just thought our guys stayed in the arena tonight for 60 minutes and believed, and it was hard. They got on a roll and the momentum swung, but we came back and kept battling.
And Jett, going toe-to-toe with the Harlan Hill winner, had a heck of a game. What can you say about his fast start to the season?
Yeah, I'm just proud of him. He's a coach's kid, and he prepares very well, and he stays very humble, and he plays within the system, and that's what I love. We have a lot of trust in him, as you can see with the play calling. Coach Curley, our offensive coordinator, is phenomenal, and he called a great game tonight. We put him in a good position, and we trust him, and if it's not there, he takes off running. He's very elusive. He's not the fastest guy, but he's got really good instincts, and just thought he played awesome tonight, and when we needed conversions, he made them.
And you mentioned the rush earlier. I know last year the defensive line at times was a sore spot. Today, I thought they did a really good job of making life difficult for him and still getting sacks. What can you say about the unit and the depth you have on that unit?
Yeah, and that was my first comment to the team. I said, the D-line isn't going to show up in the stats as much as you would hope, because we didn't sack him, but we harassed him the whole night. We made him run. We got him off his first couple reads. We made him make plays on mobile instead of sitting in the pocket. So very proud of our D-line. Frustrating tonight, the officials let both sides play, which is fine. But they weren't always getting home, but man, they harassed him. And like you said, we've got a lot of depth there, and just awesome win.
Talk about, going into next week, how do you keep the momentum traveling to Kearney and make sure they have a level head?
Yeah, no, it's a great question, because in our tenure here, we've played really good at home, but we haven't played good on the road. Literally, we have not beat a team with a winning record on the road. And so that's one of our team goals this fall, is to have quality wins on the road. And so that's going to get us focused in the fact that they had a bye. And the guys know they're sitting at home watching our film right now. And so when we show up at the complex tomorrow, we got to get focused in and have a great road trip. Obviously, they beat Northwest Missouri State. They beat Shattered State in a rivalry game there in Nebraska. They're heated rivals, so they're off to a really good start, 2-0 right now, and I'm sure they'll have a great crowd.
And talk about your offensive line, because, you did lose All-American Lane. There were some other losses. They're shuffling. You move players around. What can you say about that unit to gel as well as they have so early in the season?
Well, I think the two keys right now for us are Montrell Lee and Noah Dobson. And I split them up just because they're so veteran. They've played beside each other for 2 years. So Noah's at left tackle. We moved Terrill over. They're just the catalyst, their work ethic, their toughness, their preparation. High, like I've coached the O-line for a long time. Those two kids' football IQ is off the charts, and so they're like having another quarterback out there. Played really well. Gabe Grazier made a second start tonight. Reese Trammell's basically a starter. Turner Hilbert, Mack, and made his second start tonight, really. So you're really talking about 4 guys that are only in their second, collegiate starts. So I thought they played really well against a good D-line.
You mentioned it just now, but how important is it to establish depth on your line and in your defense and just everywhere?
It is. I mean, the game of football in college is just evolving, and the thing we felt good about, we feel like we really have a solid 2 deep on both sides. I mean, you look at our receiving core. I mean, we're rolling 6 dudes in there, 4 running backs, 3 tight ends. We're playing like 9 defensive backs, 9 or 10 D linemen, so linebackers same way. So a lot of depth, and it gives us a lot of flexibility to get our packages in that we want. So it's a great problem to have right now. A lot of fun.
And finally, Terrill had a career day. He set his record for catches. What can you say about his start to the season?
Love his work ethic and his toughness. He's a dog, and he wants to be a playmaker. And we always talk about, if you want to be a playmaker, you got to do it in practice. And he does it in practice in our red zone segments. And so we have a ton of confidence in him, and the players have a lot of confidence in him. It's when the quarterback knows that he's going to go up and fight for football. It's awesome.
Well, thank you, Coach, and best luck against Kearney.
Okay.
I'm joined by UCO linebacker Noah West following their 57-40 upset over number 2 Central Missouri. Noah, what was working for you guys tonight defensively up front?
Whatever he wanted, baby. Yeah, I think we did a really good job of getting that quarterback off the spot, making him scramble, making him think, and we got a lot of hits on him early, so I think that was really beneficial to us. I think all together though we just played as a team. Offense and defense both complement each other really well. We ended up giving up a lot of points, but I was really proud of how everyone played.
And what does this win mean to you all so early in the season? We had the big win last week, but we know the level of competition. Really upping the game, the defending Harlan Hill winner, to have almost a wire-to-wire win. What does this do for you all?
Yeah, I think it just kind of shows us our potential. I think we need to come to practice each day and keep building on what we've been doing. We've seen what we can do, so let's keep building on it, and we'll get it figured out.
And as a defensive front, it was rough at times last year. This year, under a new staff, what has changed for you all to have the success you all had so early in the season?
Yeah, I think we just got a lot of guys that have played a lot of football together. We returned like 8 starters, so I think just bringing everyone together, I think we're really clicking.
And what do you feel like you all have to build on moving into next week to keep the momentum?
I think we just need to keep stacking days, taking it one day at a time, like we did this week. Just keep building on what we've been doing.
Well, thank you, Noah. I appreciate it, and best of luck.
Thank you.
I'm joined by UCO wide receiver Terrill Davis, who set the single game catch record in the 57-40 win over number 2 UCM. Terrill, first of all, what does this win do for you all?
I feel like it brings us momentum for the rest of the season. We came in the game with confidence, so it's really no surprise to nobody, but it just feels good to knock out the number 2 team.
Again, you like that?
So, you set the record, obviously. Was that the plan going into the game, or were you just like, hey, I'm open, it worked out? Was there like a set plan for you?
No, it wasn't a plan. I just appreciate my coaches trusting in me and always trying to find. I appreciate my quarterback. He always trying to find me too, and I'm just glad and grateful for it. I just want to thank God for it.
Now, you've had a fast start to this season, building off of last season. What has worked for you so far early on?
I would just say I'm more confident than ever right now. So I work hard. So when I come out here and do it, it's not really a surprise to me. It's just more normal now.
No. Okay, so what do you feel like you all have to improve on to sustain this momentum moving forward?
I would just say don't get high-headed. Like I said, we already had the confidence coming in, so just keep that confidence going. I feel like this is a big momentum booster, and I just believe that we can build off this and gain more confidence. So I feel like we're going to have a good season this year.
And talk about your quarterback, Jett, because he's come in, he's had this, we got to earn the trust of the locker room, we got to establish a connection, and so far he's come out 2 games very strong. Talk about how that connection is with Jett, and what does that mean as a receiver?
Man, Jett, shout out Jett, man. He a real good dude, and I feel like everybody on the team really respects him. He's not very outgoing, but he's a good leader though, so it's very easy to respect him, and I feel like everybody, when he came in from the summer, everybody respected him. So we grateful for Jett, and the connection with us is just work. Like we come out here and work all the time, so it's kind of normal for us.
Well, Terrill, again, congratulations on your record-setting day, and best of luck.
Thank you.
I'm joined by UCO running back Jaylen Cottrell, who had 3 touchdowns in UCO's 57-40 win over number 2 ranked UCM. Jaylen, what was working for you all on the ground game today?
Really, it started up front. Our O-line was really dominating the first level, getting to the second level, and, it made my job easier by creating one-on-one matchups, so I had to take advantage of those. And I really just want to give praise to them guys because they really did a heck of a job tonight.
So you're kind of in a rotation. It's you and Mason, and then sometimes Quincy. Is it weird being a running back by committee? How does that make you feel as you're you have an itch when there's like a play, you're like, I want to get in this game, but how does that?
Oh, no, not at all. I feel like we have a strong brotherhood, and I feel like there's no drop-off at all when it comes to me subbing out or Mason or Quincy. So I feel like everyone in the rotation, has their specific skill set, and I feel like we get our own play calls, and just like I said, I just feel like there's no drop-off, and we all go in there and get the job done.
And you have a new position coach this year. What is it like playing for Coach Brooks?
Coach Brooks is amazing. He's had us out here since January working. The moment he got here, got us in a group chat, wanted to set up time to come to the field, get some training. He's been a great mentor to me and the rest of the running backs, and I just think he's a great coach and a great guy. And I'm really proud of Brooks and the way he's made the running back room come. And I just want to give all thanks to him because without his training, I feel like I wouldn't be the same running back as this year as I was last year.
So talk about, during the final moments, you slide at the 12-yard line, and then on the next play, just go ahead and score. So did they tell you to slide, and then they were like, hey, go ahead and get this touchdown? What was happening there?
Well, I wasn't supposed to go down. I went down, and I got an earful from Coach Dorrell and Coach Brooks, obviously, and then I was beating myself up over that, and then they called the next play for me, basically, and I just executed and went and scored, and I feel like if I didn't score, then that burden I'd have to carry with me forever, having that earful.
Well, thank you, Jaylen. I'm wishing you the best of luck next week against Kearney, and I hope the strong season continues.
Thank you.
We're joined by University of Oklahoma quarterback Jett Huff, who had a whale of a game in UCO's 57-40 win over number 2 Central Missouri. Jett, what was working for you all today offensively?
I think the coaches just really put together a really good game plan for this week, and even when things didn't go our way, we stuck to the game plan. We didn't try to do too much, but it was really the guys around me making plays, making it easy on me. I think that's really what really worked for us.
Tell me about having comparable numbers to Zach Zabrowski there, former Heartland Hill Award winner, and you're competing with him for yards. I think he had more yards than him. So I know you're probably not thinking about that, but how does it feel to have a really good game against a really good quarterback?
I will never ever care about yards, touchdowns. As long as our score is more than theirs, that's all I really will ever care about. So the numbers really mean nothing to me. I know he's a great player. It's fun to watch him play. You live for games like this, playing a great team, but the numbers really mean nothing. Just want to win games.
Now, offensively, you all, in the first couple of drives, you stalled. How were you all able to keep energy, keep momentum, keep belief, and then end up putting up 57 points?
Yeah. I think you probably saw on our first drive, we had a shot to TD, didn't quite come down with it, and then in the very next play, we had the same shot and overthrew him. So right then, we came to the sideline. We're like, hey, they're giving us what we want. We just got to go execute. And so, yeah, it took us a little bit to kind of settle into the game, but once we kind of caught our rhythm, I thought we played well.
So you throw the interception in the second quarter. What does Coach tell you? What are you thinking in your head about how to bounce back, as you did on that next drive and got some points on it?
Yeah, it was just a little bit miscommunication. So it's not one of those interceptions you really harp on. You just kind of get on the same page with your receiver. You go to the sideline, talk to him for a minute, get things fixed, and then you just try to go out and keep playing the football we were playing before that. So we knew adversity was going to hit tonight. obviously playing a great team. I mean, you're going to face adversity in a game like this. So all week we've just been focusing on responding. So I thought, listening to the coaches, they said, hey, just keep ripping it, go respond, and that's what we did.
And you mentioned the adversity. They were able to climb back in the second half, make it a 3-point game. Offensively, you all were able to pick it up again and score. What kind of was the message during that point when they cut the lead down, momentum was starting to wane? How are you all able to fight that back and push through to get the win?
Oh, dang, dude, that's sick.
I think it's important for our players to know that, they're coached too. And they're one of the best teams in the country, and they will make plays. So we weren't just going to cruise through this game without ever getting stopped. Like you said about the adversity, we were going to face something tonight. We knew it. Just when we come to the sideline, we just knew, again, they are giving us the looks we want. So just go out and just take advantage of when they do that.
So you're going into your first road game next week against Nebraska Kearney. It's been a while since you've been on or in a road game. So how are you going to prepare for that and the noise that's going to be against you down in Kearney, Nebraska?
Yeah, I mean, you're just going to prepare just like any other game. Go try to make plays, try not to do too much, and just go try to find a win on the road.
All right, and finally, you mentioned, the guys are ready to make the job easier. Your offensive line, your receiving core, your running backs. What is it like as a quarterback having those options? Obviously, Terrill had a great day, but it could easily have been Delso. It could easily have been Dominic Dunn. It could have been a number of guys. So as a quarterback, how reassuring is that to have all those weapons at your disposal? And is it kind of like a hard choice at time to get all those guys involved?
Yeah, well, I tell them, I know you're all incredible players. The ball's going to go to one person every play. I promise I'm not trying to pick somebody out and just throw to them. But they know we got weapons on the team. The ball's going to get spread around. And it's just the preparation we do during the week. We give tons of looks, and we were just prepared to play. And I think they were prepared, and they took advantage of what they gave us.
Well, Jett, I appreciate it, and best of luck next week.
Thank you.